decisions. They got the stats playing minds like percussion. MLB predictions spark the discussion. Stacking cash higher than Fenway's monster. Slinging wild bets like cowboy imposters. Reading those innings like Nostradamus. Wave the green hot streets like Bahamas. Spreadsheets everywhere, mathematician minds analyze the games, profits they grind, fastballs, curveballs, every pitcher's tail, in their heads, knuckleballs never fail. Erik reading numbers like tarot cards, David calling shots like all-star guards, money lines, parlays, come hit with precision, home run predictions, no intermission. High stakes, ballers, cash and checks in, rise with the bets, swinging from the pen. Erik and David, masters of the scoreboard. MLB bets and claim they hoard. High stakes, ballers, cash and checks in. Rise with the bets, swinging from the pen. Erik and David, kings of the ledger. Baseball fortune, spread them like treasure.
Hello and welcome to Diamond Bets for July 18th. How's everyone doing? My name is Erik. I'm the man behind eTalk 211 Sports. And that gentleman on the other side of the screen, the Hanson's #1 fan, my boy, David, a.k.a. Better DP21. David, how you doing today, my fan?
Who did you just say I'm a fan?
Remember that Mbop?
Oh, my God. I thought that's what you said.
I quickly tried to think, what's the most randomest fucking band I could come up with?
I mean, yeah, like, and, you know, happy Friday to you, too. You handsome son of a bitch.
All right, so All-Star Game's over. We're back. This is a tough fucking week. We argued back and forth with me winning the argument if we're going to do a show today. That's why we're here. And I appreciate that for you. You're coming out your comfort zone, and that's when learning really does happen, from what I've been told. So,
okay.
MLB is finally effing back. Sports Facts, thanks for tuning in. So, look, you only have 2 bets. I have 3 bets. Let's jump right into it. And you know what? I'm going to start us off since I have 3 bets. I took the Tigers here, and I took them first 5. Detroit's coming off the All-Star break. I think they're looking to look to make a statement after a rough close to the first half. I think this is a great spot to back them early. On the mound for Texas is Patrick Corbin, who has been brutal the first 5 all season. We're talking about a negative 13% ROI, backing him early. Meanwhile, the Tigers' second best ROI in MLB on the first 5, plus 6.8%. And they're sending out Reese Olson, who's quietly delivering at 20% ROI for the first 5 bets. When we look at the matchup, Olson's pitch mixes up. Olson's pitch mix sets up well against the Rangers. He throws the 4-seamer 29% of the time. Only 5 Rangers hitters in the lineup today have a positive run value against that pitch. Throws a changeup 25% of the time. Just 2 Rangers have positive run values against that pitch. And then there's a slider 22% of the time, and only 3 guys in the Rangers outfit grade out positively against it. On the flip side, when we look at Corbin, 4.15 ERA, expected ERA 4.61, laying just a 22nd percentile, allowing a 280 expected batting average, 13th percentile. His slider, he throws it 35% of the times, and the Tigers are going to have 6 guys in the lineup with a positive run value against it. His sinker, his next most used pitch, 7 Tigers will be in the lineup today. They just profile well against it. I'd look for a bounce back with how they closed the season, how they closed going into MLB. You know, I will take the Tigers here. My first 5 minus 120. Real quickly, let me ask you this, since you're the biggest Cal Raleigh homer.
I mean, he's on my fantasy team. He's basically carrying me to the playoffs right now.
Was it soft that AJ Hinch walked him in the 9th inning with the game over and didn't give him a chance to hit the home run to set the record?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. A
little bit. I mean, yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's a good question. You know, I do think it's actually a little soft, you know. You got somebody who not only is just setting a record, he's actually on pace to break even Bond's record, you know, no juice, nothing like that on the table.
Well, unless
you count Miller
Lite and High Life as juice, there's nothing on the table.
I'm just saying though, but he's also in the most unfriendly hitters park in Seattle, and he's knocking the ball out of his mind this season, putting it all together really. So yeah, I do find that to be a little soft, and on behalf of that coach's point that you just made, because but he's going to start getting looks like that going in the second half, like a lot. I think everybody's put a lot of respect on his name at this point. I think they're all going to situationally understand, what that means in terms of, how to win the game. People do it with Judge all the time. It's not stopping him from, setting records. So when they actually have to throw to him, and I think that's going to be the same thing that Cal Raleigh is going to experience, going into the second half.
Your next bet, my friend. Lay it on me.
Yeah. So I am going to caveat a little bit of what Eric said. I am not the biggest proponent of betting coming out of an all-star break, mostly because everybody is on the same sheet of music again. You have no significant edges. There are some, right? But if you look at all the matchups today across all the games across the board, like almost every home team is favored across the board, except for a couple pick'em games here and there. But other than that, I mean, you have a majority of these games at home that are going to be leaning in that favor. And that being said, I do have one here with the home team being the Giants at the Blue Jays. We got Verlander on one side of the ball. We got Bassett on the other. This is a night and day of, performance, if you will. Verlander's obviously not been in great form all season. He started to find some pockets of himself, but overall he's averaging a whip at about 1.6, 1.7 for himself on average. Bassett, on the other hand, over the last few weeks, a whip under 1 at 0.71. So definitely, the better pitcher on Toronto's side of the ball. Offensively, I usually try to separate, where these teams stand from an offensive output. Both these teams were hitting right about the same average of scoring runs at the same time. So I don't have any kind of real difference makers. I'm really just going off of pitching right now. And, knowing that their bullpen's rested, you have such a stronger pitcher on the Blue Jays side of the ball. And Verlander, who's been struggling, I'm going to look for the Blue Jays bats to wake up again at home. I'm taking them on the run line. The money line isn't too far gone for those that want to play it. It's at about minus 130, minus 135, depending on the book you're looking at. But overall, as Eric knows, I don't try to play juice above 130. I really kind of stay more in that 125-ish range, if you will. So when it starts getting there, I like to play the run line. Run line at -1, you're getting even money, in the sense that I usually only play run line on teams that are away teams, knowing that they're guaranteed 9 at-bats. If Toronto is winning this game, they're going to be, pretty much done after 8 innings of hitting, right? So not guarantee that 9 to get them over the hump. However, because of the strength in the pitching with both, the starter and relief bullpen that they're going to have here, I do think these bets for Toronto are going to wake up. I think people like George Springer and et cetera are going to continue to lift them, and bring them home here with a win. But, in case they only win by 1, we have that hedge to be able to push our bet, not lose the bet. So taking the even money with the Jays here on the run line at -1 for plus even money.
I like it. Verlander has been bad this season. He has been god awful this season. I was hoping to get a good number to fade him first 5, but I didn't get the good number. And yes, today's been sucked for me. I rushed home. This is the first thing I grabbed. I realized I'm wearing a green Oakland A's hat and a pink t-shirt right now. But I'm here. I'm here, bud. I'm here, man. I'm going down south. I'm going to take the Rays here first 5. Look, I'm just going to fade Charlie Morton here. Whenever I get a good number to fade him, I'm going to take it. This season, first 5, ROI, negative 30.1%. Orioles are minus 8% ROI on the season from the first 5. Morton pitch mechanics are rough. He's got a negative 13 pitch run value, which lands him in the 6th percentile nationwide. His fastball is especially bad, negative 10 run value, 2nd percentile. And his curveball, once elite, is grading out at the 27th percentile. throws a curve 39% of the times, and the Rays will have 6 guys in the lineup with a positive run value against it. Throws the 4-seamer 31. Tampa has 10 hitters on their lineup with a positive run value against that pitch. Also, they're playing at Steinbrenner Field, and with the heat and the humidity, the ball is carrying there more. Martin only has a 41.4% ground ball rate. Ball's going to be carrying there. I really like Tampa in the spot, so I played Tampa first 5 minus 120.
Nice.
Next one, my friend.
Yeah, so people know that I usually will even bet against my team when the numbers align. In this case, this is an interesting matchup. You got the Yankees at the Braves. You've got a bullpen going for the Yankees today. Unexpectedly, Fried was supposed to start for the Yankees today, but that blister on his finger is not healed up enough. So, he's out. They're playing a bullpen game. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't sleep on – I'm playing the full game here, by the way, because even though it's a bullpen game, these are fresh arms, right? And this actual reliever, Hamilton, has been in really good form when he comes in long relief. He's actually keeps a whip right about 1 for himself. And, so I'm not counting them out in terms of, where they're at from a strength and pitching perspective. However, I am giving the edge to having a more consistency factor of pitching for the Braves with Strider and their relief pen as well. Strider for himself is averaging about a 1.2 whip. Anything above 1.4 is really what you want to watch out for, right? 1.2 is good form. Anything below that, you're in really good form. Below 1, you're just knocking your lights out in terms of starting pitching. So, again, another situation where the money line starts to tend to get up to that 130 mark and more. For those willing to play the juice, go with the money line. It's going to be like minus 127, minus 130, something around that nature. But again, you're getting almost the exact same odds as what you were for Toronto at home. I'm also just really liking the Braves at home, to open this series for themselves because, they're all rested. They've been at home. They didn't have to travel, anything like that. They just took on all the All-Star festivities, everything like that. I really just like them, having more full access to the facilities with the rest game and making sure that, they're going to take advantage to come out of this series kind of hot, knowing that they've got an actual starting pitcher rotation that's, set up for this weekend versus the Yankees that are kind of fumbling right now and needing to kind of piece the puzzles together and, going to put a lot of wear and tear on their bullpen early here in this game. So I very much look at this. Also, Braves were knocking the cover off the ball going into the break. They were my number 4 overall run offensive team going into the break or finishing just before the first half of the break for the All-Star. So really, really like where their bats are. They were actually finding a lot of rhythm there. And, I expect that to continue going against, kind of a bullpen matchup for themselves with the Yankees. So, again, not sleeping on Yankees bullpen, just find better edging when it comes to the overall Braves offense at home. A lot of just, situational factors that are actually lined up more for the Braves here.
I like the Braves. I was looking at that one too. My next bet, I'm going to Aranda over
Aranda
over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs minus 115. Love this prop. He matches up extremely well with Morton against the curveball, which Morton throws 39% of the time. He has a 368 batting average, 579 slugging percentage, and 405 on base percentage. Against the fastball, the second most used pitch. He's going 359 this season, 565 slugging, 441 on base percentage at home, 358 batting average, 428 on base percentage, 503 slugging percentage. Everything lines up for a productive day from him at the plate. I absolutely love over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at minus 115. Now, one of the things, and I swear to God, one of my guys is going to hit a home run. I swear to God. David's been carrying this. I did 2 guys today. I did Spencer Torkelson for the Tigers. Leads Detroit in home runs, slugging percentage. Again, leads them in home runs and a slug, 622 against lefties this season. Has gone deep 9 times and just 90 at-bats against southpaws. 2 for 5 lifetime with a homer against Corbin. I know it's a small sample size. Corbin has allowed 14 home runs through the first half. vulnerable to right-handed power pitching. And my last guy, going to Jesus, I can't even talk. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for the Blue Jays, ranks 83rd in percentile in home run rate. Rogers Center, third park in MLB for right-handers home runs this season. Plus, he's facing a pitcher, which is just a great matchup when you look at what he's going to throw versus what Guerrero bats. So I'm in it. Those are my two, man. Call me a homer. Call me whatever.
Fair enough. I appreciate, the recognition for my guys hitting home runs because I call it out as soon as they do, don't I?
Dude, you're like a fucking whisperer, dude. Look, there's everyone has certain things they do well in life. You picking out guys to hit home runs, you do well.
Do well. All right, so let's keep on that trend then, right? So my homer play, going with Cal Raleigh at home. I like him supporting, the cast there with Luis Castillo on the mound against the Astros. Brandon Walter, don't get me wrong, is a good pitcher for the fill-in of what he's been doing there with Houston. But I really like the strength of Cal Raleigh's bat. Especially against this type of pitcher for themselves. He's definitely somebody who has been solid across the starts that he's had for him. So he's that's kind of why he's in this position to start open coming off the break, right? He's a good streamer for Houston.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I just love where Cal Raleigh's bat has been. I think he's made great adjustments in his swing this season. And, pretty much more often than not, if you just bet on Cal Raleigh to hit a home run, you're probably positive ROI because this man's got 38 home runs or something right now coming into the break and winning the home run derby. So I don't think that derby is something that's ever going to mess with his swing. He's got a pure swing in terms of the way that he's made adjustments mechanically. And I'm going to support my boy on that one. The next one that I'm looking at is actually an outfielder for the Rockies. I almost gave out the Rockies. Me and you both were talking about it, prior to starting the show here. I really looked for somebody to take advantage of this Twins pitcher with Chris Paddock on the mound, and I'm going with Mickey Moniak. Moniak coming into the break was hitting somewhere in the neighborhood of about 391 over his last, few bats and everything like that. So I think, the altitude here in Coors is going to mess with Paddock and his curve and any kind of ripple type of ball that he wants to try to throw, and it's going to stay more flat and even. And I think the Rockies are actually going to kind of get after him a little bit. So definitely somebody that I got my eyes on to go for a home run today. I was looking at all the outfielders. I think Moniak had the hottest bat over the last month for all of them. So definitely where I'm putting my money today in terms of home run power.
So I am on bets 365 right now, trying to put this bad boy together. Is Torque not even in the lineup tonight? Did I totally mess this up?
Let me see.
Because they do not have him listed. No, he's batting fourth.
Okay. Yeah. Is it kind of like, when they do DFS, they only have certain people?
No, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, he's the only one.
Yeah, he is number 4. You're right.
Fourth. So I don't know. So I guess I'll have to go to a different book to put this bad boy in. But there you have it. That is our 4 players. Let's go ahead. Let's bring up the good old DFS lineup. Share screen. Boom. DFS lineup. Let's lay it on here. David is the pitching whisperer. So pitching wise, where are we going, my friend?
I think we have to go with Castillo. You can find him. Luis Castillo has to be one of them. I know he's expensive, So he's going to be worth it.
Okay.
Where do you have? I mean, I could just go follow suit with Chris Bassett. I don't know where he's ranking as well. I mean, I've mentioned both those guys already, and I'm backing them, so it's a little cheaper, a little better.
First base. I mean, personally, I like my boy. I like my boy. I like my boy.
Kurtz?
No, I don't like Kurtz, dude.
You should like Kurtz.
You want to go Kurtz?
I think, yeah.
Over my boy?
Over Guerrero?
No, dude. Aranda.
Aranda?
Aranda. How are you fucking pronounce his name? Aranda.
I mean, he gets cheaper too.
I mean, and Torkelson's $300 cheaper, dude. I mean, I look at
Kurtz was not going to cover off the ball coming into the break. That's the only reason I'm advocating for him.
So was my boy. All right, we'll go back. We'll come back. We'll come back to there.
All right. I mean, they're all within a couple hundred, so that's all right.
They're within a couple hundred. Is there anyone adamant that you're just like you want to get in here?
Well,
I mean, we can't play your boy.
I'm big fan of McKinstry. Wherever he lands, I don't know if he's qualified at second or third or
spell it for me.
MCKI. There you go.
So he's a second.
Oh, would you pick Matt McLean?
Dude. So
MCK. Detroit. There you go.
All right, so he's a third or shortstop. So
whichever one. Don't care.
Let's put him at third. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Now, outfielder, are the Rockies in this?
I mean, I feel like I got to put in Mickey. There he is. He's cheap.
Boom. Okay. Guy, remember when we got 46 points from Bellinger last week?
I sure do, actually. I think I hit you up every time you hit a home run.
last week. All right, so catcher, first base. Let's outfielder tends to be the most expensive one. So outfielder wise, where do you think where?
I'd like to put in Acuna or Springer, something like that. If we're gonna go all in on somebody, I mean, I think Acuna is going to be a good bat for tonight. He's been one of the hottest, hitters for Atlanta.
So you want to go Acuna, okay? So we're going to eventually
him or Bellinger. I mean, I want somebody from the Atlanta Yankee matchup, but I just think that Strider is going to get the best of Bellinger, and I think Acuna is going to jump on top.
All right, so let's go RA. We need one more outfielder. You start looking a little bit cheap.
Stowers. Miami.
I'm going to go Stowers. Okay. So then we got first base.
Kurtz.
Telling you, man. I'm
just all over him.
I'm gonna talk so much shit with my boy.
I've got like the voice of God in my ear telling me Kurtz. Okay. So
hopefully the voice of God is doing you well here. Second base, shortstop. I don't really want to get. Altuve always lets me down. Let me see this.
You said second or short? Is that what we're looking at?
Second short.
Aranda doesn't qualify for second?
No. All right.
Then what about Marte for Arizona?
He's the most expensive guy.
Is he? Oh,
50. Okay. So second base, we need someone in the third. We need someone in this range right here.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, I'd
I mean,
probably go X, man.
Donovan's been carrying. Donovan, or I mean, the nice thing with X is you get the stolen base props.
Hey, he hit his first home run the other week, like against Baltimore.
All right, so let's go with the X, man. Now we're looking at shortstop and catcher. We're gonna have to get one. We're gonna have to go ultra low budget here.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Dude, I got my first fly in my place right now. First fly.
Fly? Like horse fly?
No, it's the fly, dog. Just a fly. You want to go with Lopez? Lopez has been fucking going well too, man.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, that leaves us 2,800.
800 for a catcher?
Ooh.
I don't know, man. I have to rethink something. $28. I mean, we're at Naylor.
Let's go Naylor. Why not?
Yeah.
So there you have it. Dave will take a picture of this bad boy and send that to me so I can enter it. So just to review the bets, I had Tigers first 5. David had Jays minus 1 plus 100. I had Rays first 5. David had Braves minus 1 plus 105, and I had my boy over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. In the home run parlay, my 2 were Guerrero and Spencer Torkelson. Your 2 were?
Mickey Moniak and Cal Raleigh.
Guys, thanks for tuning in. Thank you, David, for doing this a little bit later. Usually what we do is we tape it and then we play it live. So we had some people in the chat room. Maybe I can convince Billy Big Time over there, if he's not stalking Hanson, to do this a little later. We can go live. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Make sure to give that sly son of a bitch a follow at DP21. Give me a follow. We'll be back next week. Best of luck in your bets, my friend.
Thank you.